best ways to reduce fatigue. So Overcoming MS recommends 30 minutes of exercise per day. This can be spaced out as a good fatigue reducer, but what else can people do if this is a debilitating symptom for so many people?
Pick a number between 3 and 12.
6.
Let's do 6. And we won't do exercise because you already did that one. So we'll do 6 in addition to exercise. So getting restorative sleep is massively underappreciated. That means 7 to 8 hours of time when you're asleep, not 7 to 8 hours when you're in the bedroom, Zoom and doom scrolling, but like, when you're actually snoozing. And sometimes that's a little bit harder than it sounds to initiate sleep on time, to maintain sleep, but getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is really, really important. And many of my patients, separate from having MS, they're getting 5 or 6 hours a night. And so they're making themselves exhausted before they even like start their day. All right, so that's one. So the second one that we'll talk about is the value of a power nap. So I think a lot of people above the age of 6, they detest taking a nap. They're an adult and they're not going to nap. But for someone impacted by MS, energy reserves plummet quickly, particularly under certain circumstances, like under times of stress or when ill or when it's hot outside. And so taking a half an hour to an hour power nap is one heck of a way of recharging your battery, right? So that's another tool that I want people to judiciously use. That's 2. 3 is removing sugar from your diet. And if you don't believe me, I dare you to remove sugar for a month and then call me and tell me if you have more energy. And I know the answer already because I've done this with hundreds of people and it always has the same result. People are like, wow. So number 3 would be to remove sugar from your diet. Number 4 is to drink more water, which sounds like something your mom would say, like drink more. But the reality is that being dehydrated makes you fatigued. And if you're hydrated, you'd be shocked at how much more energy you have. So is that 4 or 5? 4. Okay, thank you. I can't count to 6. So number 5 is to remove medicines which contribute to fatigue. So many American MS patients are taking upwards of 7+ medicines a day, which is too many. And many of those medicines, with good intentions, have side effects of fatigue. Medicines for the bladder, for spasticity, for pain, for depression. Many of these medicines can actually make you tired. So looking through that list and removing medicines that are naughty is a good idea. And then number 6, the last one, is treating depression because many people impacted by MS are at high risk of suffering from depression. And if your mood is depressed, it will make you tired. So there are 6 things in addition to exercise that we could do to try to up the energy game.
That's great. Thank you so much, Erin. I think those are always good reminders because there are things we can do for ourselves that is not necessarily pharmaceutical based, or in this case, perhaps even removing pharmaceuticals to
Yep.
help with symptom management.